these are my Chapter 7 Nonverbal Communications discussion prompts. For number 1, when nonverbal cues differed from your culture, birthplace, knowledge, recollection, where were you? What was the nonverbal cue? There's multiple things I could think of when I first heard this question, but one that really sticks out to me, which is small, but it obviously still sticks out to me, is after I moved here, the amount of shock or even when I'm driving and I'll let someone go and they'll let me go, and it's just like you shocking. You're like, it's all good, like it's okay. And I think that was something I never even knew about beforehand moving here, and I didn't even realize that that was even a cultural norm here or something that people did. Another thing I can think of is when I went to Portugal, I realized facial expressions were different. So for certain emotions or things, they were more or less, whether someone was happy or sad, like people would show more and more emotion towards different emotions. Also, hand gestures were more expressive overall. When people would talk, there was a lot more actions going on, facial, and it was a little different. Number 2, please review the functions of nonverbal communications and provide examples, descriptions of a time when you used or experienced another using. Complimenting. When I'm telling a story, I use a lot of hand gestures usually to help add on to the story and display my message and what I'm trying to get across more, because I feel like with certain things, and especially when you're telling a story, using your voice, using your facial expressions and body language and using your hands for certain things can help display your message and get your message across better, and so then people get a deeper understanding of what you're even trying to tell them. For B, contradicting is one good example of this is when I'm talking to my friends and I'm like, hey, how are you? How are you doing? What's been going on? And they're like, oh, I'm all fine. I'm good. Everything's okay. But body language cues, their emotion, their tone, their everything, the gestures that they're using, kind of the way they're presenting themselves to me, I can tell that that's just not true. Then them telling me that they're good, everything's okay, I can tell through nonverbal expression that they might not be telling me the full story, which is helpful to know and to be able to read nonverbal gestures just so you can have a better understanding of overall what people are trying to get across to you and messages that people are trying to get across. And that's all I have for Chapter 7.